HorseMeat.
Yes, Mr. Lee.
You know what those crazy guys at Paul Reed Smith have gone and done?
No.
Only released their own range of guitar pedals.
What?
Yes, what? I mean, they do guitars, they do amplifiers, and now, yes, they're starting to do pedals.
Can we just get this thing out of the way while we're looking at the name there in the middle and the one in the middle, before we do anything else? But
it's a
you like and subscribe first.
Yes.
And then we'll talk about...
It's for the French market, isn't it? Surely, this one.
Isn't the horse just a really strong cow, though, isn't it? I mean, if you want, you know, it's a really muscly cow.
I know, I will get there shortly. I don't know. Vegetarians have probably switched off already. Apologies. But yes. I must admit, I know Paul fairly well. And I know that Paul is obsessed with old microphones and old pedals.
Yes.
In fact, old audio equipment just generally is an obsession of his. So I'm not surprised that pedals have come along, and I'm sure you know, this will have been as a result of, you know, playing hundreds of hours of all sorts of old pedals to see what he likes.
I can see that.
Paul, by the way, is here in October and coming in to do a video. So we can ask him, we can ask the man himself a little bit more about these then. But today, all that Pete and I have got are 3 pedals and 3 manuals.
Yeah. And we just had them dropped off earlier by our wonderful dears.
We know how much they are.
Do we?
Other than that, well, I think so, yes. So we have got a compressor, a transparent overdrive, and a dual flanger with some really crazy names. Mary Cries. I mean, surely these two are going Hendrix references here, aren't they?
Wind Through the Trees and Mary Cries. For a song,
no, HorseMeat. It's not. It's a centaur, isn't it? It's the centaur, the half man, half horse, HorseMeat reference. I'm sure. Anyway,
yeah, HorseMeat Man. That's what it should have been called.
Man.
That's what it should have been called.
HorseMeat Man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and then they had a baby.
Enough talk. We're going to start with the middle one. I suspect now. Do you know? Is the middle one going to be? If they get this right, the middle one's going to be the most popular one.
Yeah.
Because who wouldn't want a good clone?
Yeah.
And if it's, you know, if it's Jaffod realms, then who knows? So we've got here gain, level, voice, treble, bass,
I like the look of it. I like the big gain knob there on the top.
Yes, and Paul Reed Smith say, it's very presumptuous here. Thank you and congratulations on purchasing the PRS HorseMeat. I mean,
it's not us. You haven't purchased one. You've just...
our pedals are made using the highest quality parts, ensuring longevity and tonal fidelity. What would tonal infidelity be? And then, that you've come to expect from a PRS product. Yes, we have, Paul. Anyway, this is the HorseMeat is a transparent overdrive meant to enhance your overall sound without colouring your tone, adding harmonic mid-range richness and boosting your low and high-end frequencies, all while giving you more available headroom. And then we've got some suggested settings, so we'll try these.
So we are in the V140 now.
I totally forgot to mention. Yes, would you like more?
Just a little bit.
Okay, so we've got a very clean 100-watt amplifier on this side.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we've got the Marshall SV20, which is like a vintage mini plexi kind of amplifier. Where...
That's delicious. I like that.
Yes. So there are 2 sounds. We're going to probably use them independently. We might use them together. Who knows?
We should do.
We have the
I just made a horse noise there. I don't know why I did that.
Okay, everything on... This is not a suggested setting, but it's where we like to start.
I'm getting hungry as well. It's good, isn't it?
That's okay.
It's a bit more, I'd say it's a bit more distortion-y than...
I've just missed it. The first page has a suggested setting, and not just any old suggested setting, Paul's favourite setting. So let's go with this. I mean, if it doesn't sound good on this setting, it pretty much was what we had
If you like
before.
play Paul's guitar, then Paul's
Well,
setting?
we're using John's guitar.
Yeah.
We've got Paul's guitar. We've got Les's guitar somewhere here, and one of Leo's guitars as well. We've got the whole family.
Les, Leo, and Paul. I mean, that's a nice sort of. And that's on the neck pickup. Here's on the bridge. Let's see what it does in the
Marshall.
SB. It's nice and. I know Paul is very when he's very. His touch is very.
His touch.
His touch and sensitive.
Could we hear it with a Paul's guitar?
Yeah,
I want to fit it with some humbuckers.
Yes. Let's go on the Victory. Oh, it's got that sort of compressed, compressed saturation in the top end.
The Klon thing always does.
It does that.
It picks out that sort of mid-range frequency that it tends to take the guitar into feedback, which I do like.
Yeah.
Okay, the next suggested setting is more of a clean boost. So let's see what that does.
That's Lee's favourite lick.
It's just taking the reverb down for you there.
Really? You've taken the reverb down?
It makes a big tonal characteristic difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's got the. We talked about the bass and the treble on. What was the other pedal we did recently? That had.
That had 3-band EQ on it. The Victory ones.
No. The Sean Tops one where he's got got treble and bass.
Yes.
Which is still does it.
Into the Marshall.
Oh wow!
It feels like the Marshall just needs to be louder, or does that?
Yeah, the Marshall always needs to be louder, doesn't it? One louder. Let's do some gallop.
And without.
Yeah, that's nice, man. I think that sounds good.
I prefer it with that guitar than the first one. The third setting in the manual is called, this is a bassier, harmonically rich overdrive with a tight bass. And what I originally thought this said it was beautiful thighs, but actually what it says is beautiful highs.
Beautiful thighs.
And I was thinking, wow, that's a claim.
Aren't they all?
But
Oh, that's
that's
in the
very
Marshall.
compressed.
That's
isn't it?
right.
It's interesting, I think. As a pure clean boost thing, I thought it worked really well into the Marshall.
Yeah,
as soon as you start introducing gain there, and there's quite a bit of gain on the Marshall already, it didn't do it for me as much.
I think that's just a lot of drive pedals
haven't we? So we haven't had a setting yet with the gain kind of. Let's explore what the EQ and the voice does.
Yes,
so
let's do that. I'm going back into the victory.
Clean.
Oh, that's juicy, isn't it?
Feels a lot.
There's a lot in it.
Gainier than I remember getting out of the original Klon. Can we hear it just quickly back with the the Silver Sky?
Silver. Whoa.
Nice sound on the big chord at the end there.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a good sound.
Anyway,
that
is your horse meat. I don't know which particular cut it is. You think it's, what is it, a rump or a, I don't even know what cuts you get on a horse, I'm afraid. We don't eat horses.
Same? They must be the same. What we do, you just don't know it.
Yeah, in Findus lasagna, absolutely.
Well, was that where it was? Was it? You should eat humans as well, didn't you, in the end?
Let's go with Mary Cries.
Roadkill.
I mean, that's a shame. I mean, what was the...
If you...
Okay, so we're going back in now to the optical compressor, and we shall be asking ourselves, who is Mary and why is she crying? But hey, this is a compressor with, very, very simple here. We just have an output gain and an amount of compression, which I like. We've done a video earlier today on the Walrus mirror compressor. I had so many knobs on it, I didn't really know what they all did. Now there's just two. This is easy, right? One is output and one is compression. So Paul's favourite setting is here. So quite a lot of compression and the output backed off a little bit. Nice.
It's the always on thing, isn't it? I love the little blue light coming up there.
There is a story behind this, Paul.
Is there?
Paul, Pete, Fred,
Paul,
John,
Pete,
Mary.
Paul, Pete, Mary.
This is an optical compressor based on the storied, as in famous, I suppose, infamous, LA2A. Mary Cries is easy to use and sounds incredible.
Oh, the LA2A, I use that actually quite a lot when I do production.
Do you?
Yeah, well, because it's a universal audio plugin as well. So
nice.
And that's a really, really nice. All it does, it's a couple of knobs, but it just fattens up the sound exactly like that does. That's a good. I think that sounds wonderful.
That sounds great.
Turn it off again, please. I mean, that's just you put that on and then that's it. You leave that on.
Players, right? I think guitar players are a simple bunch, and we just want a pedal that says, "How much compression do you want? How loud would you like it?" Thank you very much.
That sounds good.
It does sound good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There is another suggested setting here called Clean Boost with very light compression. So that's here.
Okay. Turn it off again, please. I think that sounds great, man.
That's honestly, a good sounding pedal.
Yeah, let's go on to...
Let's try the Marshall. Same setting?
Yeah. Yeah, now it's like... Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there? That works well into both amps.
I'm just going to tune this guitar.
Okay, you do that whilst I dial in the third and final suggested setting from the manual, called Light Boost with a Tight Bottom. Great for slap bass. Oh, isn't it? There you are. The last thing is, it's for bass. In fact, does that mean that the one before was for bass as well? It was as well. There we are. That final third one, that I did on the HorseMeat was actually a bass guitar setting. So,
right, that's cool.
Ignore
so
that.
actually, you can use it for guitars and for bass, but that doesn't matter. It sounded good.
I didn't read that properly.
No.
So let's just...
I didn't know you could read it, actually.
Well, I say that. I just look at the pictures. Jump over to the other guitar then, rather than show what it sounds like on bass. We shall remember when Lee and Cece are next in to get them to plug these in and try them with bass guitars.
You should.
Okay, so we'll try that sort of light setting again as a bit of a boost.
There's a lot of volume in there. Wow. No, jinx. You want me overdrive? What a bottom end in there as well.
I was seeing if I could, whether it sort of made a claim to how much level it could boost by, but it appears not to. But yeah, that's a lot. Powerful.
I reckon 15, 20 dB.
I think you might be right. Yes. Perhaps that's why Mary's crying.
So loud.
So let's try the other guitar amp.
Yeah. Sorry. There we go. Turn the compression up and then see when it feeds back.
That was the Win cried, "Hey Joe, Mary."
Hey Joe, Mary, Joseph.
Good pedal.
Yeah, that's really good.
Kind of interesting, isn't it? You're sort of, prior to plugging these in, I'm sort of drawn to going, oh, this will be the one that excites me, and this will just be another compressor. And I don't know, I might be feeling the other way round.
I mean, it's simple, as you say, simple things, man, simple things. Which leads us to something that doesn't look so simple.
This leads us to the Wind. This is a Bette Midler song, wasn't it? Wind Through the Trees. Was that Wind Beneath My Wings or something? The Wind Beneath My Trees. Bette Midler's famous flanging
song. Her
smash
famous
hit
flange.
single.
It's like and
who ever thought at the beginning of the day that Bette Midler's flange would make it into an Andertons video?
I know, I'm not surprised.
Pedals? No, I'm not surprised either. So this is a dual analog flanger. I'll be honest with you. I tried to do the bare minimum of required research prior to shooting this video of what's a famous dual flanger pedal, and I couldn't find. I mean, there are other examples of dual flangers on the internet, but all slightly obscure pedal brands. Nothing I would sort of think of like, you know, super famous. So I'm not really sure. And again, it's a question I'll ask Paul when I see him. What was the inspiration behind this? Yeah. But essentially, it's two flangers in one that you can mix. Using this mix control at the bottom, so you could...
That's clever, isn't it?
You can have both LFOs going off simultaneously, or you can just have one or the other. We've got a balance control between dry and wet. We've got the ability to add some additional highs back in and control the regeneration of the signal as well. So, I don't know, really. Let's just start with one flanger, get ourselves kind of used to the concept of
double flange.
Yeah.
I think it sounds great though, doesn't it? Right. Okay. I think
I was waiting for an opportunity there to mix in the second.
Okay.
And again,
I'll just play some chords.
Yeah,
like this. So if you set the two flanges the same,
I'm not sure.
You have to set one.
I'm not sure what the point of. Shall I read? Let's read.
It's always a good idea to look.
It's always a good idea to read the manual, isn't it? So the Wind Beneath My Wings dual flanger, Bette Midler's signature dual flanger.
What is the Wind Through the Willows?
It's best described as two flangers fighting each other, resulting in a sound reminiscent of the wind whipping through the trees. Wow.
Wow. That kind of thing, isn't it?
This manual is your spirit guide to getting set up quickly, getting high quickly, so that you can start making music with your new dual flanging.
It's getting high quickly.
I just made that bit up.
Okay. Because I was wondering.
Paul's favourite. Paul likes to feel the wind through his trees, and his favourite setting is this one. Let's go.
These chords, man. I mean, he's such an underrated guitar player.
Yeah.
That man.
Right. Well, look, that is...
I think that, I mean, you know, we're not going to get past it. This is a saturated market with pedals. You know, all day, every day.
I think it is difficult, isn't it? It's like dual flanger, okay, not many dual flangers on the market, might do well.
Yeah.
Clone, but with Paul's twist on it, massive market but you and 8 million other people trying to have a piece of this.
Yeah.
And the compressor is a weirdy one. Again, hugely saturated market of choice for compressors. But actually, I almost feel like the ones that are just adding more and more and more knobs onto it are almost putting... No, I got a horse meat in my throat. They're almost putting me off. I think it's like, can I just have a pedal with 2 knobs on it that just sounds nice? I really like that.
That's really good. I really like the compressor. That's good as well, man. I mean, I think they're all...
This I think we got some good sounds in. I think we got some better sounds into the cleaner than we did into the driven.
Put that on again with this back on this guitar. Because I think that's the other two are really, I get that they're there and the way there's less knobs on that, and this is a 2, but it's not a clon. That doesn't sound like a clon to me, does it?
My whole assumption about it being clonny was entirely
because of HorseMeat. Yeah, I don't think it is.
And this idea of transparent overdrive. I mean, that's a phrase that you often hear around that. I don't know really whether it's maybe it's not. Maybe it's not clonny. Maybe it's its own kind of thing. I mean, it's definitely it's not like a really high gain.
But there's a lot of, to go back to the, just turn up the gain on it, and then have a listen. There's a lot.
Go back. I like that.
Yeah.
I think I maybe got slightly put off because I did.
Then it's too raspy.
A little bit too raspy.
Yeah, it's
maybe.
too much gain in it. And it's not bad, you know.
No,
but I don't think a clon is that gainy.
We'll have to ask Paul. What was the inspiration behind the HorseMeat?
And apart from a really good meal at a really expensive restaurant somewhere.
And a tin of Yoo-hoo glue at the end of it.
Just snort it.
And gelatine. Didn't they put horses' hooves into wine gums?
Well, they used to put it into licorice. They used to put horse blood as well used in licorice.
Right. I mean, I think we're relatively safe to say there is no horse meat in this actual pedal though, right?
Other than I threw what at a horse down here to get it out of the way. I'm going to reverse my car out of this parking space. No.
We're done. There you go. Links to these will be below. I think this video is going to come out a few weeks before these are actually in the shops. I could be wrong, but check the again. We'll link to the listings on our website below. But I think these pedals will arrive in the UK sometime.
And price? Prices.
Prices. Okay. 229.
229.
279.
279.
379.
379.
And little birdie tells me should see these by the end of October 2022. Yes, absolutely. What did you say there?
A little horse bird.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Sweet. Please like and subscribe. I'm sure we asked you that at some point earlier in this video.
Yeah, if we didn't, then please do.
And comment below. What do you think? Paul Reed Smith, right? Entering the world of pedals.
We still need to do the amps there, by the way. The
Jimi Hendrix ones.
Yeah. We have to.
I know my ears need a few days off before we do that one.
What?
Exactly. Sorry. See you. Goodbye.